Good evening, folks. Hope everyone is well. So, Behringer have announced their Linndrum recreation, homage, hardware instrument, recreation of a classic 80s drum machine, the Linndrum. Loads of information on that. There's the Wikipedia page on the Linndrum is particularly good. So that's cool. That's cool. Now let's remind ourselves that we can just go and download some Linndrum samples, and I'll show you in this video where you can go and get some. We can load them, say, to the Volca sample if you can get anything loaded onto this, or the MPX16 here. You know, load them on the card, load them up, and you got your own Linndrum. So that's like, you can do that today. You can do that 5 years ago. What's cool, I guess, you know, having the dedicated drum synth in the style of the Linndrum. But Behringer, what they've also done is they've done an audio in, so that's basically working as a hardware sampler, or at least, you know, a drum sampler, you know, similar to the Volca sample. So that's cool. That's kind of new. I don't think Behringer have a hardware drum sampler. Someone will probably, well, actually, in 1981. So that's cool. That's cool. Now, if I look at Anderton's website, they're saying 10th of January for orders, and they're taking pre-orders now. £369, so it's on the more expensive side for Behringer stuff, but it is the IO is pretty impressive on this beast, and we'll do a little deep dive into that. Also, as I say, I'll show you where you can get some Linndrum drum samples today and go and download those for free. All right, this is the Behringer's website about the LM drum, as they're calling it. So this is the Linndrum clone, and probably everyone's seen the launch video that Behringer did. So there's a bit of information here, and I'm sure, you know, we can see the is there an instruction manual? No, there's a manual there, but if I go to the Behringer site, if I go to the Anderton site here in the UK, we get a much more comprehensive list of what it's got on it. 109 authentic drum sounds. So they're obviously sampling from all of the Linndrum sort of editions. Analog circuitry, VCAs, filters, 16 voices, 16 independent analog outputs. Yeah, the I/O on this thing. My old browser can't quite render this site properly. Look at the I/O on this thing, absolutely monster. So these look like 1/4 inch and these look like 3.5mm outputs, and obviously they've done a full in-out through MIDI implementation, sync in out, obviously USB, loads and loads of I/O. Also, these are like sort of drum pads for the finger drummers amongst us. And yeah, velocity sensitive pads, lots of storage, lots of patterns. There's obviously got a built-in, you know, drum machine, pattern editor, whatever, generator. Song mode, yeah, so you can obviously chain little patterns together. Encoder for editing parameters, yeah, okay, so yeah, as you'd expect. Headphone amplifier, 8 to 12-bit sampling. Okay, I mean, so okay, the Korg sampler kind of does a similar thing. Line input allows live recording storage of your own samples, so that's interesting. So as well, this is basically a hardware sampler as well, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, it's a pretty big meaty device. The Anderton's price, £369 over here in the UK. Pre-orders open now. Stocks 10th of January. So it's like literally just around the corner. Now, if you can't wait, if you want to hear what the Linndrum sounds like, Drum Kit IO has its own free sample set. And I have downloaded this and been playing around with this. So I'm not used to looking at websites that don't have any kind of ad blocking, so this is awful. But anyway, you don't have to register on DrumKit.io to get these. You know, it's all available. This is a phenomenal site. All your classic, old-fashioned, old-school drum machines are here. There are sample packs. I've downloaded many of these and made my own little decent sampler instruments. Let me just give you what's coming up this Drum.io site. 2 kicks, 2 snares, 3 snares. Nice crunchy one. Rim shot. Some the hi-hats, not really a sort of really electronic open and closed hi-hat. No, that's pretty much it actually. So I suppose they're all sort of flavours of closed. Nice toms. They're quite nice, aren't they? Not like, I mean, you can tell that they're real sampled instruments, but they don't quite sound like real. Congas are very nice. And that's it. So that's what's on Drum.io, and it's free. You know, obviously by reading the LM Drum specifications, there's going to be, you know, massive amount of more samples available on the Behringer edition. I mean, I don't know what you'll get. Like, will you get like 4 or 5 kicks, or will it be more percussion? I don't know. I imagine there'll be a good variety of sounds, but it's quite interesting that it's basically also a sampler as well. So you could even load these ones into the LM drum as well if you wanted, or anything from that Drum.io site. I have made a pack of loops with these samples. I'll put that on my coffee shop. You can download that for free. Let's do a little jam.